All right, we're planning a trip. Where are we going? Big Island.
I say Kauai.
No.
Yeah. No, it is. Kauai's a better island.
Volcanoes, manta rays.
Oh man, you got the Nepali coast. You got all these other great things.
Oh,
lush jungles. It's so romantic. Big Island versus Kauai. Let's show you the pros and cons on each island. See what's right for you or your partner.
Yeah, or maybe visit both after watching this video. I don't know.
Top. Yeah. Hi, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Erica.
And this is the Hawaii Vacation Guide.
We're on the Big Island right now, and I've got to say, I think this is the most underrated island. It's big, it's beautiful. There are 2 active volcanoes. I mean, what's not to love about this island? So some facts for you. The Big Island, also known as the island of Hawaii, is called that because it is big. It is 60% of the total Hawaiian Islands landmass. So all the other islands could easily fit within this size of this big island. It was formed by 5 shield volcanoes, and 2 of them are currently active, and one of them, Kilauea, is the world's most active volcano. I mean, how special is that? It is the youngest of all the Hawaiian islands. That leads itself to some really beautiful crystal clear waters and great snorkeling. And it has 11 of the 13 microclimates located on this one island. So you can get snow, you get the desert, you get everything in between. It's a pretty great place. Who is the Big Island best for? Well, we've mentioned this. Anyone who's interested in volcanoes, volcanologists, geologists, you're gonna love Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Walking around an active volcano or spending the night on the rim of a crater, that's pretty special. And maybe you'll be lucky enough to be there when Kilauea is erupting. Snorkelers, anyone who wants to go snorkeling. So we say that Maui's the best island for snorkeling, but the Big Island comes in a really close second. We are about to head out on a snorkeling cruise in Kealakekua Bay, beautiful crystal clear waters, and then there's also manta ray night snorkeling that you can do. People looking for a relaxed vacation, you can find it here, especially with some of the very beautiful resorts that you can just chill back, relax. The Big Island has such a great relaxed vibe. You'll like it. But also it's great for people looking for adventure because it's so big and there's literally so much to do. We have a list of all the best things to do on our Big Island for all you adventure seekers or anyone looking to see a little bit more on your vacation. The link is down in the description. Our website has a plethora of resources, but you're gonna wanna check out that Things to Do on the Big Island article. And this is a great place to learn about culture. I feel like Oahu and the Big Island are the easiest places to learn a little bit more about the Hawaiian culture. And the Big Island was the birthplace of Kamehameha I, or Kamehameha the Great. And he is the king that unified the Hawaiian Islands. The weather is usually delightful year-round. Like all of the islands, the Big Island does have 2 seasons, summer and winter. And in the winter season, it is rainier. If you are looking for sun during the rainy season, head to the leeward side, head to Kailua Kona or the Kohala Coast. The Kohala Coast gets very little rain. Over on Hilo, that's the windward side. That's where it's lush and green and it gets a lot of rainfall. The windward coast should be visited because it's beautiful, it's stunning, but just be ready for some rain, especially if you're visiting in the winter. We are putting up graphs on the screen right now of rainfall data between Hilo and Kailua Kona so you can see what that looks like. Let's talk about costs because Hawaii is expensive, and to be honest, while Maui is the most expensive, Oahu is the cheapest. Between the Big Island and Kauai, there is not much of a difference. We focus on lodging because that tends to be your biggest expense on a vacation. We're putting up some graphs on the screen right now so you can see the cost differences, but I do want to highlight something that I think is interesting. In July, resort prices were roughly the same between the Big Island and Kauai. They do break out the Kohala Coast luxury resorts because those tend to skew the average up a little bit here on the Big Island. But what's interesting is when you move to December is a hot time on the Big Island. So while Kauai's average daily room rate was $455, in December, the Big Island's average room rate was $538 or $737 per night on the Kohala Coast. So for most of the year, Kauai and the Big Island, same approximate cost until you hit the holidays, and then wow, people love coming here in the holidays. Okay, 2 downsides that we often hear about. The Big Island is not good for beaches. So it was actually my aunt and uncle. I'm gonna throw you guys under the bus. I'm sorry, but you looked at us over Thanksgiving dinner and said, there are no beaches on the Big Island. There are lots of beaches on the Big Island, but I will admit they can be harder to find, and some of them you do have to walk to. This is the youngest Hawaiian island, has the fewest beaches, but boy, it does have some magical ones. Make sure you check out our article, link down in the description below, for the best beaches on the Big Island, because you don't want to come here and say there are no good beaches, because you would be wrong. The second complaint, and this is the one I fully agree with, is that the Big Island is big. It is huge, right? We've talked about it. It's 60% of the Hawaiian Islands land size. So it's gonna take extra time to get around. We were driving to the beach yesterday. We wanted to go to a specific beach, and it, you know, even though we were in Kona and it was in Kona, it was still a 35-minute drive. So just budget that in your day. Know that it takes a little extra time to drive around here. Whether you plan to visit Kauai or the Big Island, I know you have big decisions, but the best decision, the best move you can make is heading to the HAWAIIVacationGuide.com, because we have everything you need for your trip planning. Whether you are just starting and trying to figure out what island to visit, or you are in the final stages, you booked your flights, your where to stay, and you are looking for activities, we've got you covered. We take you every step of the way through the planning process. We have hundreds of articles. We have a database of tours and activities and where to stay. Man, your trip could be pretty much covered. Head to the HAWAIIVacationGuide.com. Oh, and I can't forget to mention our itineraries. People love them. They say they do 80% of the planning for them. I mean, look at this quote here. I can't make this stuff up. So if you want your trip planning made easy, that's at the HAWAIIVacationGuide.com, and check out those itineraries too.
Free ride. Erica made a great case for the Big Island. Hey, I love the Big Island, but welcome to Kauai. I mean, look how lush it is. We got a stream below us. There's nobody around. Kauai is quiet. It is the smallest of the major islands and the least visited. Only 15% of Hawaii visitors come here. I'm gonna make the case why you should come here too. All right, let's jump into Kauai. Here's some fun facts on Kauai, right? All right, it is the second oldest island of the major 8 islands. Niihau is older than Kauai. It has one big volcano on it. The top of the volcano is one of the wettest spots in the world. I think it is the wettest spot in the world. 450 inches of rain, but don't let that scare you away, because the South Shore, the North Shore, it's all gorgeous and you shouldn't expect rain. But the rain does come because you get this lush tropical jungle, right? And that makes it so nice. But don't worry, this is still a great place to come for a beach vacation. And get this, the majority of the island is inaccessible by car. I think 70% of the island isn't even accessible at all. And of course, you got the Nepali coast, which you either have to hike to see those cliffs, or what I like to do is have a drink in my hand and do a sunset cruise on the Nepali coast, or snorkeling, that's good too. Kauai, who is it best for? Big Island's good for adventures, and so is Kauai too. It has great hikes, good ways to get out in nature and explore. You can even go like mountain tubing and go a lot of snorkeling, but also too, like, it is good for like older people or people with kids, because a lot of waterfalls are accessible right off the main road. And then of course, this is our favorite island for honeymooners. Great honeymoon resorts. You get that laid back, cool vibe. You're like hip because like not everybody's here. And it's just a great romantic spot to be. Get this, you can't have a building larger than a coconut tree on Kauai, so you won't find these big resorts like you do on the Kohala coast on the Big Island. Let's talk weather on Kauai. The biggest reason you're coming to Hawaii is for the wonderful weather like we're having right now, but your biggest worry is, will the weather be bad? Now, Kauai is the lushest island, so that has the most rain when it comes with it, but I'll put the rain graphs up on the screen. It's not that bad, especially if you stay down here. We're in Poipu right now. We're at Baby Beach in Poipu. Great place to come if you have kids. You have very dry. It's pretty close to the leeward side of the island. The North Shore will get more rain, like up in Princeville, but that's why we love Hanalei Bay so much, because those stunning cliffs with the waterfalls falling off of it. So during the winter, you have a higher chance of rain. November, December, February, you can get a lot of rain up at the North Shore, but we don't want to scare you away. We know a lot of people who still go up there. costs now. Kauai is pretty expensive. The average nightly rate for a hotel in 2024 was $415. It'll peak up to about $450, but of course it gets more expensive than that. One hotel, Hanalei Bay, that gets up to $1,300 a night. But of course you can buy budget options too on the island. So find what's best for you. Your lodging will be your biggest cost on Kauai and the Big Island too for that matter. But with these graphs, you can compare the Big Island to Kauai. Food too, lots of great food trucks on Kauai. Where the Big Island doesn't have a lot of good food trucks, in our opinion, Kauai has a lot of great food trucks spread out throughout the island. So, also vacation rentals. Vacation rentals are actually pretty expensive on Kauai, but you can still find some deals out there, especially here in Poipu and up in Princeville. Biggest downside on Kauai, I gotta admit, is probably the rain in our opinion. Just because you can get more rain and higher surf, especially during the winter up on the North Shore. That's always our biggest gripe. If you watch our channel, we mention that a lot, mostly for safety. We just want people to go swimming up there or just know the conditions before you go out. The other big downside is horrific shark attacks on Kauai. No, I'm just joking. Actually, Maui gets more shark attacks. You don't have to worry about sharks here. It's a wonderful place to come. It's hard to get downsides on visiting Kauai. So overall for Kauai, my take is compared to the Big Island, this is more intimate, it's more relaxed. It's a smaller island, so you can see more places on a shorter timeline, which that's really nice. So especially if you just have like a short trip, like 4 or 5 days, Kauai is a wonderful island to visit. I rest my case. I hope that's a good argument for Kauai. I really do. Oh, we're going to enjoy the sunset. We're in Poipu right now. We just dined at the beach house. Lovely dinner. Now we have a nice sunset behind us. Whatever island you choose, Big Island versus Kauai, you're gonna have a great time. You know what? Go to Kauai first and then do Big Island on your next trip, right?
And for whatever island you choose or both, make sure you check out our website, thehawaiivacationguide.com, because we have so many awesome articles and resources, activity databases for you. Plus, we have our free cheat sheets and we have our Wayfinder itineraries, the crown jewel.
There you go, I love it.
Hawaii vacation. I mean, honestly, people love them. I think you will too. You'll find those at the HAWAIIvacationguide.com/itinerary.
It's cool. The sun just set on Kauai and all the parakeets came out of the beach house and they're swarming in the trees. It's really cool. Nice way to end our trip anyways.
Yeah.
You'll have a great trip too. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. All right, we're planning a trip.
Big Island versus?
That's false. I'm Big Island.
You're Big Island? Son of a gun. Okay, I like that.